Aquarius. This reading is for my Twin Flame Collective. We are looking at what is happening with you and your divine counterpart during the month of March. Where are you at currently? Where do you find yourself on your journey? And what sort of guidance can Spirit bring for us to highlight your path, to illuminate your path, and to help you best tap into the energies available to you? The Twin Flame journey is a spiritual awakening. It's not some romantic fairy tale story between two lovers. It is an awakening of the soul. One soul, two bodies, two minds. It is about meeting your soul and your counterpart being the key, the activation to you doing that. It's about falling in love with yourself unconditionally, falling in love with your life experience unconditionally, and learning to love all that you are, all that your divine counterpart is. Your alter ego, which is what they represent, whether you like it or not. What you judge in your divine counterpart is what is active within you. If not, then you're probably not on a twin flame journey. It's about tuning into awakening to unconditional love. We have a tendency to focus on the conditions, but we're not together. We should be in union. We should be together. We should be living happily ever after. Those are conditions. The soul does not focus on those conditions. The soul trusts that everything is exactly as it should be at this point in nature. When the flower blooms, that's the next phase. And after the flower blooming, another phase comes, and another phase comes, and another phase comes. Whatever it may be, I just want to highlight the fact that a twin flame journey is a spiritual awakening. And Aquarius, the energy that is most prominent is the awakening. The awakening that you and your person, the level of awakening that you are currently going through in your twin flame dynamic. There is a releasing of a lot of emotional burdens that have been taking place, and specifically during this month. And lightening, becoming light, like the soul, like source, and leaving the baggage of the ego behind. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their flame burning. We call upon the spirits of air, water, earth, and fire to bring us guidance on your twin flame journey. As I channel your person's energy, your energy as a collective, to help me to bring messages with clarity, to speak them with truth from a place of love. I start all of my readings with a meditation in which I open a channel for remote healing in the area of love and relationship. For my subscribers, you are welcome to tune into that. If you do find that you like my energy, I hope that you decide to click that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and comment if the message resonates. Let's begin. I always ask that you guys take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition, and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this reading, to help you to know and recognize which parts of the reading or the message are for you and which is not. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, let it go. It's for someone else. And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. It is for you. Current energy around your twin flame dynamic. Where are you currently, divine feminine? Those of you watching, searching, looking for answers, you are going through this awakening on a conscious level. You are very possibly the divine feminine watching this, whether you are male or female. Karmic cycles coming to a close during the month of March. Abundance, fortune, well-being, and ease coming in for you. The energy between you and your person is of so much love. Such love between you. You really feed one another, whether you're together or at a distance. I do get the feeling that there is a sense that there is a slight imbalance, as though you might be out of your person's league, or miles ahead of your person in understanding what is happening between the two of you, or vice versa. What crosses this beautiful love connection? The fact that the both of you are so focused on your fairy tale, your wish fulfillment, that you don't fully see one another, and you take it so personally when the other person doesn't behave in the way that your script has been written in your head about what your wish fulfillment should look like, what the relationship should look like. And then you're disappointed. And obviously the other person takes it personally and feels the rejection, because they are human. They are not a construct that you've created of a fairy tale of how they should behave if they love you or if they are decent. Your counterpart is going through a human experience, and there is a level of tolerance and a level of humility and a level of compassion that comes into play with that. Not saying that you settle to be treated in any way. What happens in your experience is based on what you allow. But you can have boundaries and still respect the other person's choices and respect the other person's process. And vice versa. Where your person might have a construct in their head of how a relationship should look, and it makes them nervous that sometimes it doesn't look that way with you. What's happened in the past to bring you guys to this point? So it looks to me as though you've experienced great stability in this connection at some point. And the two of you could really see the abundance, this prosperity, and the emotional fulfillment that you had in one another. So it must have really, now this shows up as in the past. So it must have really hit you and your person hard when it collapsed, which happens in the twin flame. You come together, things are amazing, and then you have the tower moment, and then there's separation, and suddenly your bubbles have been burst and you are raw and dealing with the reality. Which doesn't mean that there isn't a foundation for this kind of solid relationship, but it just means that you've got to provide the foundation for it. It's not something that just happens, falls out of the sky. Like I said, this is not a fairy tale. Life is real. And if you allow yourself to be authentic and to embrace your truth and your power, then you can have shadow and light coming together as they always do in nature, and it can be bliss, it can be beautiful, it can be heavenly, it can be paradise, even though it's real. And that's what we are searching for, really. But we don't want to accept that we've got to become that before we can let it in. How is it that my Aquarius divine counterpart thinks of them? Your divine counterpart seems to know that you are the divine feminine. So I don't know, you guys might have had conversations about this, but there is some intuitive knowing that you are the divine feminine, the sower, the nurturer, the nourisher, and the harvest of a fruitful spring that also affects your divine counterpart's reality. You are seen as the great mother by your counterpart. How is it that they feel about you? The divine masculine feels great passion towards you and really wants to take action towards you in whatever way needs to be taken so that you can have what you've had here before. And I see the sun, lots of happiness, lots of abundance, lots of great fulfillment. But the truth is, your person is in the energy of the hermit, and so even though they feel this, they feel intuitively guided to come towards you, I don't know if they will. Because that's the desire, but that's not necessarily the action that will be taken. Your person feels really a strong pull towards you, lots of passion for you. You come up in every aspect of their life for them. But I don't know if they'll take action towards you because they're definitely in the energy of the hermit, of going inwards, of speaking to source, of trying to find their footing and trying to feel more secure. I feel like any twin flame connection often blows things completely out of the water, especially for the divine masculine, in a way that shakes them into seclusion. Whereas for the divine feminine, it shakes you into a desperation to figure out what the hell is going on, which is why you're here. There is a choice that needs to be made, and it looks to me as though that choice might be between two people or a situation and you. But the lovers are here, and that's normally a choice between two lovers. What works in your favor, Aquarius, is that you are in your strength, you are in your power. You understand your shadow side serves a great purpose. You are making peace, doing your shadow work, tuning into your intuition, not wrestling with it. And this shows me that you are in a nice balance. You have a nice balance in your energy. Your person is consumed by the love that they have for you. And your person wants a new beginning. Many people think that life happens to us. We want certain things, and we've got to hope that life gives it to us. What many people don't realize is that we create our reality. And we don't create it by taking action only. We create it by lining our beliefs up with our desires, and the divine masculine gets stuck in right there. Because they wrestle, their beliefs and their desires are in conflict and contradiction, and there's this inner war and this wrestling that takes place. And that's where they get stuck. You both hope that the conflict and the juggling that your person is doing with whatever it is, wherever this choice needs to be made, and whatever's triggered this separation, there is a juggling of situations here that is the reason why there's conflict. And you are both hoping that that the fear is that that's always going to be there and things won't change. And outcome for the month of March in your connection I do see that your person keeps looking back at this, and there is still a grieving and a sense of loss here, and a fear that things can never be the same. But your person is in the energy. There's still confusion here about this connection. Confusion about where to be, where to commit, who to be with, what to do, what to give focus to, and this confusion is the blockage here in your connection. Confusion. And that is what your person is having to work through, and you as well, because remember, you mirror one another. It shows up for you in a different way. It shows up for you energetically, and they act it out because they're the divine masculine, so they're the alter ego. They act it out in their actions. That's why often the divine masculine does strange things that don't make sense. It's as if their actions sometimes completely contradict what they've said or what you believe they want. But it's the energy. They're guided by the energy. And so doing the energy work is important in your dynamic on a soul level, because you are one soul. And not focusing so much on what the person's actions or what they're thinking, because the mind, the body, those are 3D constructs. This is your message, Aquarius, for the month of March. I hope that it helps you, brings you some clarity and guidance, the guidance that you need. If you'd like to take a look into your personal situation, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Do what is best for you. If you'd like to sign up for my twin flame coaching, where I can help you to work through all of this, to line up with the energy, to process in a way that is really going to help your awakening, then you can also contact me. My email is in the description box below. Love and light to you, and I will see you next time. Bye now.